Welcome to your Actives EU Tweets of the Week. MEPs vote to embargo Russian oil, EU relations with Hungary continue to spoil, and Macron-Le Pen battle comes to the boil. This episode is supported by European Biotech Week. More about that later on. As the Russian invasion of Ukraine continues, around 5,000 Russian war crimes are now under investigation. Russia's aggression against Ukraine is an attack against humanity, and its consequences will be global. We have promised never again, but we must act now if we really want this to be the last time. Indifference is the mother of all crimes, tweeted Estonia Prime Minister Kaja Kallas. A war of attrition is not a good case scenario by any means. The longer Russia is in Ukraine, the more war crimes they will commit. Give Ukraine all the jets, air defence and more to expel Russia. Embargo oil and gas, urged Andrea Chalupa. And yesterday, the European Parliament took steps to do just that. President Roberta Metsola called for an immediate full embargo on Russian oil, coal, nuclear fuel and gas, delivery of weapons to be stepped up and more and harder sanctions reflecting the level of atrocities. Of course, it's just advisory, as sanctions are a matter for the Council only. Nonetheless, Suzanne Lynch said it was an indication of how the tide is turning as the EU shells out money for Russian gas and how Germany's position is increasingly seen as morally untenable. Another holdout is Hungary, as Viktor Orban says the country would have no difficulty paying for gas from Russia in rubles if asked. Viktor Orban can't and won't quit Russian gas because he's developed a 20-a-day addiction, joked Le Choux. But perhaps someone should start worrying about Orban, who took victory in the national elections on Sunday. In his victory speech, he claimed to have defeated 6 foes, reported Samuel Ramani: the left at home, the international left abroad, the Brussels bureaucrats, George Soros, the international media and Volodymyr Zelensky. If that's not a dog whistle, I don't know what is. Our victory is so great it can be seen from the moon, he added for good measure. Sanction o'clock, suggested Robert Tuba. And boom! Just like that, at the speed of molasses, the European Commission finally triggered the conditionality mechanism by sending the formal letter of notification. Don't hold your breath, remarked DG Meme. This episode is supported by European Biotech Week. Save the dates 26th of September to the 2nd of October for a full week of events and activities aimed at making biotech accessible to everyone by showing how it surrounds and supports us in everyday life. Follow the hashtag EBW2022 for more information. Finally this week, the battle heats up in the French presidential elections. According to one poll, the gap between Macron and Le Pen has narrowed to just 3% in the second round. One way to frame the implications of a Le Pen presidency: imagine what the EU would look like if Viktor Orban were running France and not Hungary, suggested Mutaba Rahman. Satirical magazine Charlie Hebdo depicted Le Pen as Putin's drone, asking, can she win? Other pro-Macron accounts made the same point. Shauna Murray thought it was incredible that the far right, boasting strong relations with war criminal Putin, could win French presidency in the midst of Putin's barbaric war. But Rob Harbin worried Macron is acting like an American politician, framing everything in terms of domestic politics. Plus ça change. That's it for this week. We're taking a break next week, but join me again in a fortnight for more thrills and spills from the Brussels bubble Twitter sphere.